Hello students, I hope you all are fine. Students, as you know very well, we have started chapter first of 10th class, that is chemical reactions and equations. Students, we have studied about that what is chemical reaction, what is word chemical equation, symbolic chemical equation. Today we will discuss about what type of changes take place during a chemical equation, during a chemical reaction. Okay, so students, change occurs during the chemical reaction. First one, evolution of gas. Evolution of gas means during a chemical equation, evolution of gas. Evolution means relations. Gas can be evolved. Gas can be evolved. भी गैसेस का प्रोडक्शन भी हो सकता है किसी भी केमिकल रिएक्शन के ड्यूरिंग. ओके स्टूडेंट्स, लाइक if you have Zn is zinc is a metal. When it react with H2SO4, here H2SO4 is sulfuric acid. This is sulfuric acid. Then what will happen, students? They will give us ZnSO4. Here this is zinc, Zn. Sulfuric acid, H2SO4. ZnSO4. This is zinc sulfate. This is zinc sulfate. Plus H2. H2 is hydrogen gas. H2 is hydrogen gas. Students, you know, when acid react with metal, here zinc sulfuric acid, sulfuric acid is acid and zinc is metal. When acid and metal react with each other, then they form salt. And gives hydrogen gas. So you can see, student, during a chemical reaction, hydrogen gas is evolved, and for evolution of gas, we show by this sign, by upward arrow, we can show. Okay, so here evolution of gas is take place. Which one gas is here? That is hydrogen gas. So student, during a chemical reaction, gas can be evolved. gas का प्रोडक्शन भी हो सकता है किसी भी केमिकल रिएक्शन के ड्यूरिंग. कोई भी गैस प्रोड्यूस हो सकती है, जरूरी नहीं कि हमेशा ही हाइड्रोजन गैस हो. नहीं, फॉर एग्जांपल, इफ यू रिएक्ट acid with metal carbonate, like you can take Na2CO3, NH sodium, CO3 carbonate, so sodium carbonate. If you are having sodium carbonate, okay students, अगर आपके पास है सोडियम कार्बोनेट और जब आप इसके रिएक्शन करवाते हैं H2SO4 से, सल्फ्यूरिक एसिड से, अदर मिनरल एसिड से भी हम रिएक्शन करवा सकते हैं, लाइक हाइड्रोक्लोरिक एसिड, नाइट्रिक एसिड, ओके, जो कार्बोनिक एसिड. देन व्हाट विल हैपन स्टूडेंट्स? होगा क्या? डबल डिस्प्लेसमेंट रिएक्शन विल टेक प्लेस. बट टिल नाउ वी हैव नॉट डिस्कस्ड about the double displacement reaction, but we will discuss later in this chapter. Okay, so students, here what will happen? Formation of salt when metal carbonate and acid combine with each other, then they give just salt plus carbon dioxide plus water. Then students, here formation of salt is Na2SO4, sodium sulfate take place, plus CO2, because carbonate ion are here na, then they will give just CO2, carbon dioxide gas. Okay, plus water. plus water. Then students, you can see here production of gas, evolution of gas take place. Which one gas is here? CO2, carbon dioxide gas evolved. So students, during a chemical reaction, gas can be evolved. I hope this is clear to you. Then next one change can take place, change in color. Color can also be changed, students. Students, first of all, you can take one common example. Like students, rusting of iron you have done. Because in our surrounding we see this natural phenomena. Okay students, this is the oxidation process. We will discuss later in this chapter what is oxidation, what is reduction, all things we will do. Then students, rusting. You know what is the color of the iron? This is Fe. This one is Fe. Fe is iron. Symbol of iron it is. Fe, symbol of iron. Students, when we keep iron particle in atmosphere, then it will react with oxygen present in atmosphere. Plus, it will react with water vapors. It will react with water vapors. Then students, it produce a reddish brown color layer on surface of it. Okay, then it produce a reddish brown color layer on surface, and that reddish brown color layer, it is known as the rust. It is known as the rust. Students, you know very well about the color of iron. It is grayish. Grayish color iron has. Okay, but students, after oxidation, oxidation means reaction with oxygen, addition of oxygen. Okay, so after reaction with oxygen, it form a layer of reddish brown color. Reddish brown color. I hope you have seen in your surrounding reddish brown color. Then student, during the rusting of iron, what type of change it is? It is chemical change. It is a chemical reaction. Okay students. So here you can see at initiation we have iron particle and color of iron particle is grayish. But after reacting with oxygen and water vapors, it produces a layer of the reddish brown color. So here change in color take place during this chemical reaction. Means during a chemical reaction, change in color can take place. Color can be changed. Okay students, I hope this is clear to you. You can see one more example. Here students, if we are having PbNO3 PbNO3 twice. This is lead nitrate. You know this is lead nitrate. Students, it is white in color. You know what is color for this? It is white in color. If we have Ki, here Ki is potassium iodide. What is Ki here? It is potassium iodide. Okay, then students, after combining, after reacting and after doing some chemical changes, they give us PbI2, lead iodide. They give us PbI2, lead iodide. Plus KNO3, potassium nitrate. Plus KNO3, potassium nitrate. Potassium nitrate. Okay students. So here, initially we have lead nitrate and Ki. Student, both have white solution. But when we mix both of them, lead nitrate and potassium iodide, after mixing, they form lead iodide and potassium nitrate. Due to formation of the lead iodide, it gives us yellow colors. So white color turns into the yellow, means during the chemical reaction, color can be changed. Okay, I hope it is clear to you. So students, here in this reaction, color change from colorless to yellow. You can say white to yellow or colorless to yellow also. Means during a reaction, color can be changed. Then students, next one is formation of precipitate. What do you mean by the precipitate? Precipitate means insoluble substances. If during a chemical reaction we get some insoluble substances, okay, some solid particles, some tiny solid particles, then these are known as the PPT, precipitate. We can write in this way also, PPT. This is the short form of the precipitate. Okay students, so sometime precipitate can also be formed during a chemical reaction, like if we have BaCl2, BaCl2 is barium chloride. When barium chloride and Na2SO4, Na2SO4 is sodium sulfate, Na2SO4 is sodium sulfate. Here I have written AQ. What do you mean by AQ? AQ means aqueous solution. And what do you mean by the aqueous solution? It is the solution in water. Aqueous solution means the solution in water. Okay students. So if I mix barium chloride and sodium sulfate, then after double displacement reaction, they give us BaSO4, barium sulfate, and NaCl, sodium chloride. Students, here barium sulfate, BaSO4, it form PPT. It form PPT means some insoluble substance remains in test tube in bottom. So we can show formation of PPT by downward arrow also. Evolution of gas we will show by upward arrow. Okay, this shows the evolution of gases and formation of PPT, because they get set down in bottom, so we can see by downward arrow. If you see like this, means here PPT formation is taking place and they are getting settled down in test tube. Okay students, so if some insoluble substance remains in test tube, means PPT are forming there, and during a chemical reaction precipitate can also be formed. Next one, change is students, change in temperature. Change in temperature. Students, first of all take a common example. If you have CaO, what is CaO? Calcium oxide. Calcium oxide. You can say quicklime. Quicklime. If you add some water into this, then students, it convert into the CaOH twice. Calcium hydroxide. Calcium hydroxide. This one is slaked lime. Slaked lime. Plus production of heat take place here. Students, you know, इफ यू हैव कैल्शियम ऑक्साइड क्विक लाइम मीन्स आप घर पे व्हाइट वॉश करते हैं, ओके तो जो आप पाउडर लेकर आते हैं और अगर उसमें जब आप दैट इज CaO कैल्शियम ऑक्साइड, if you add some water, okay, then students some bubble produce there, you can see, okay, and if you will touch the solution you will feel it becomes hot, it is hot means here increase in temperature take place and formation of calcium hydroxide take place here, means during a chemical reaction temperature can also be changed, sometime energy can be absorbed during the chemical reaction and sometime energy can be evolved also, means कई बार substances energy gain करते हैं, absorb करते हैं और कई बार during the chemical reaction energy हमारी evolve भी होती है, release हो जाती है, ठीक है। तो उसमें हम रिएक्शंस को एंडोथर्मिक, एक्सोथर्मिक, व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय एंडोथर्मिक, एक्सोथर्मिक, दैट्स we will explain in next video, okay students, means during a chemical reaction energy can also be changed, temperature can be changed here, okay so here if you have Zn means zinc plus sulfuric acid plus zinc sulfate, so if you have zinc and sulfuric acid then student formation of zinc sulfate ZnSO4H zinc sulfate plus hydrogen gas take place plus some amount of heat is also evolved during this reaction, some amount you can take this reaction in evolution of gas as well as you can take this example in evolution of heat means change in temperature, okay students, change in state during a chemical reaction state can also be changed, like student if you have water H2 in liquid state, okay if you heat this it can be converted into the vapors, but its formula is same, in steam it can be, but student it is not a chemical change, it is a physical change, so we cannot consider it as a chemical reaction. So you can take one more example, if you burn the wax, if you melt the wax, so during melting of the wax candle students some water and some carbon dioxide gas form, and you know very well water production take place during melting of wax, during melting of the wax, here new substances are forming students, new substances are forming, and when new substance form that type of change is known as the chemical change, and if in a reaction chemical change take place means it is the chemical reaction. Then students here wax is solid in state, you know very well, but this water which is produced during the chemical reaction it is liquid in state, it is liquid in states, so during the chemical reaction state can also be changed. So student today we have discussed about the change take place during a chemical reaction, I hope this is clear to you. Then tomorrow we will start to do types of the chemical reaction. So thank you, have a nice day.